8 remarkable facts about Muhammad's first wife. The Prophet married 11 women. His first wife was Khadija, also known as the mother of Islam. Khadija turned down several proposals. She was 15 years older than Muhammad, and she was the one who asked him to marry her. Here are more amazing facts. 1. Khadija was an esteemed businesswoman. Khadija was a member of the Quraysh tribe in Mecca. She was born into a family of prosperous merchants. When her father died, she took over the business. She was described as resolute and noble. She traded goods between Mecca, Syria, and Yemen. Her caravan was bigger than all the other Quraysh caravans combined. People called her the Princess of Quraysh and the Pious One. 2. Khadija didn't worship idols. This was a rarity in the pre-Islamic Arabian world. 3. Khadija wanted to stay a widowed woman. Khadija faced a barrage of men seeking her hand in marriage. She had been married twice before the Prophet. She ended up a widow with kids both times. Khadija didn't want to go through that pain again. 4. She asked for Muhammad's hand herself. Muhammad managed caravans with his uncle. Khadija got wind of his incredible character. First, she hired him to work for her. Then she decided to marry him. Muhammad didn't have the means to seek a wife, but Khadija didn't need a husband to support her financially. She proposed to Muhammad through a friend. Because she was so independent, he agreed to marry her. At the time, he was 23 to 25, and she was 40. 5. Khadija and Muhammad's marriage stayed monogamous. Having multiple wives was the norm at the time, yet Muhammad didn't take another wife until Khadija's death. Khadija bore Muhammad 6 or 8 children. Their first son died after his 3rd birthday. None of their sons survived childhood, but the Prophet loved Khadija like nobody else. 6. Khadija became the mother of Islam. She was the very first person to believe in Muhammad as the final prophet of God. She accepted the divine revelations that became the Holy Quran. She was greeted with a salam directly from God. 7. Khadija invested her wealth in Muhammad's mission. Khadija gave her earnings to help the poor, orphans, widows, and the sick. She provided dowries so that poor girls could marry. Muslims faced persecution from the polytheistic Quraysh elite. Khadija used her money to ransom and feed Muslim slaves. In 616, the Quraysh imposed a trade boycott on the Hashim clan. The Muslims were constantly attacked and imprisoned. They endured days without food or drink. Khadija was the one who sustained the community until the boycott was lifted. 8. Khadija died during Ramadan. Khadija passed away in Ramadan of the year 10 after the prophethood. She was believed to be 65 years old. Muhammad would later call it the year of sorrow. His uncle and protector also died during this time. Following Khadija's death, Muhammad faced persecution. He was ridiculed and stoned by hostile tribes. He eventually migrated to Medina. The Prophet had no children by any of his later wives.